Where the Absol goals in particular on IXE. It looks like we have a solo Lucario top, but we have Lucario plus Hoopa in the top path for full send, with Absol looking to sneak by and get stacks in the bottom path while they are 2-3.
Yeah, that Absol is just being very, very sneaky, heading down there, trying to pick off those Audinos while no one's looking, get some stacks right now. But we do have IX scoring some points and full send as well. Everybody's stacking.
We see last hits being denied for 2 OG from snow points. They're preventing their second attack weight stack from going in. Rin doing the early push with that Aegislash, not quite level 5 yet, but likely going to dip in and get this crab to hit that breakpoint.
Here we've got Absol down in this bottom path, Nudo. It's really interesting to see, wow, this Pokemon unfortunately goes down. It duels so well, but Blissey and Squirtle able to push it off and get a big KO there.
And we see kind of trading Audinos on separate sides there while Retsu grabs the Audino on the right side, but Absol notably just not present for this second set of Bees here, which is a big deal.
As we talked about, IX Gaming have only played together for a couple weeks, but you wouldn't know that based on how good they are. And of course, these are all some of the best players in Unite. It's a dream team.
Yeah, if you take a bunch of folks that are all excellent at the game and mix them up, it turns out you get a team that is still excellent at the game, even if they're not quite as in tune with each other as they could be if they are a little bit more practiced. Definitely going to be a team to watch as the Championship Series develops and these players get more familiar with each other.
Now, it looks like we've got some points scored by Hoopa, Lucario. Everybody's stacking up a little bit right here, but ooh, boy, that's Absol almost going down again.
Yeah, we see the kind of danger of playing Absol, the squishier burst damage character, into these thicker characters like Blissey and even Sylveon in this bottom path as the Lucarios bump off of each other in the top path here.
We see everyone right now is eating their yellow dots. They're in full Pac-Man mode, just getting enough experience so that they can win this big first fight at Dreadnought. This isn't as chaotic as some of the matches we saw earlier. This feels a little more contained, but they sure are fighting every opportunity they get.
We see Celestial coming down to this bottom path, giving this push-up before the Bees happen here in order to get a dunk in and get that special attack weight scaled up on their Blastoise character.
And this is big for Full Send, almost breaking the point, but they want to keep it up so they can keep the experience there. A really nice fight for Full Send here in this bottom path.
We see the Bees being largely uncontested there, and Full Send electing to try and feed them into the Sylveon so it can hit that level 8 power spike and get that Unite move that we see popping off here to have a big impact on this first objective of the game.
Oh, and what an impact it has. They're just decimating the enemy team. Lucario goes down, Aegislash goes down, Blissey goes down, and I think this Dreadnought is going down without much of a fight right here. They attempt to steal, but no dice.
Yeah, having a Unite move for this first big engagement is such a huge leg up because now it snowballs this advantage. Not only does Blastoise have a Unite move now for Full Send, but Blissey has hit that power spike at level 8 as well.
Full Send looking really good right now, but something to keep in mind is IX didn't have their Unite moves, so I would love to see how they fight when they have them, which they will very soon. Aegislash just got its Unite move, and the levels are getting a little bit closer here, and here comes Aegislash trying to rip through them, but it doesn't look like they were able to do that. Sylveon taking it down with a Hyper Voice.
We see Blastoise here getting all of these little Eos energy deposits. That stacking up does not care how many points you put in, just that you put in points in general, and they should be fully boosted up. A maximum of 6 times you can gain additional special attack with that item, but going to pay for it with the knockout here, it looks like, but definitely worthwhile for the late game boost that those dunks are going to provide.
Absolutely, and look at those two Blisseys. Huge level difference. One at 6, one at 9 already.
Yeah, levels spread a little bit strangely between these two teams. I wouldn't say that IX Gaming is behind overall, but definitely a large delta between the Blisseys here as Rotom walks in and IX Gaming tries to figure out, do they want to break this? And if so, by how much?
Oh, it looks like they're letting their Absol stack up here. That's going to be really important, just getting it stronger and stronger so that those critical hits hit even harder. And now they're deciding if they want to break this. Maybe just wait until the last moment before they break it. Yeah, so they don't give them time to get all of that experience.
Yep, remember, as soon as this point breaks, those Audinos in the top path spawn. So OG sitting there waiting to let them spawn until the Dreadnought timer is closer to popping off. So that way they kind of have to split their focus. Hey, Do they want to push in on this objective, or would they rather be able to farm the Audinos in the top path? As we see here, Hoopa's starting to portal off.
Yeah, but we do have 3 members of IX still in the top path here. It looks like they're trying to make a play before they take this portal and get in. Dreadnought might be gone by the time they do it, but they actually are scoring in that top path. They're staying up there. They didn't come down for the fight, Jeff.
Yeah, interesting push here, prioritizing getting ahead in points rather than getting experience on the rest of their characters. Both Hoopa and Blissey there able to attempt to steal, but unsuccessful. And overall, they're up by almost 100 points now because of this. The question is, can they make up for the experience differential that they have now because of this decision?
I can't believe throughout all this, I haven't even noticed that IX does not have a Blastoise. I just feel like that's almost against the law. I have to look. Oh, yeah, it looks like it is against the law. I think they're going to get fined, Jeff.
And we have 2 of the Bees present on their team, Blissey and Bloopa, I believe Snacks was informing us of earlier.
That's right, 2 of the big Bs, Blissey and Bloopa right here, and we have Slash right down here, fighting on this bottom point. They're looking to get a score in here. They're not going to break this point, but it's going to give them a lot of experience. It's going to charge their Unite move, and it looks like they're going to be heading back to continue getting more experience here. One of the most important things with your big, strong characters is getting them at a high level so that they can carry the team.
We see the both upside and downside of Absol. Quick succession here as it deletes the Sylveon, but then is subsequently pushed out by the tankier Blastoise. Tons of Unite moves popping off here at this 3-minute and 20-second mark. Kind of last call for these to be used before you have to start saving them for that Zapdos engagement at 2 minutes.
Wow, I honestly, I'm a little shocked. I thought that Aegislash was going to clean that fight up, and then it was actually taken down by that Lucario there. Very impressive.
It's important to note that while Aegislash is incredibly tanky when it is in that shield mode, when it is in the sword mode looking to be bursty with damage, it is incredibly fragile itself. So if it fails to delete its opponent off the board, it's going to get deleted itself.
Ooh, this could be a big KO here, Jeff. A level 13 Blastoise right now. This could be nice, but no, they're fighting it back. It's got the shield from Blissey. Wow, this, I mean, OG from IX is just an incredible Lucario, almost taking down that Blastoise as well.
And we see Nudo kind of sprinting around the edges, absolute character that's looking to burst with its skill attacks and going to be unable to put out consistent damage outside of that. So trying to get a good opportunity there. We see the Rotom objective going down, and notably, this is walking at Full Send's home base at 2 minutes and 10 seconds, which means they cannot simply ignore this.
Yeah, this is a really interesting play. They also have that bottom path goal still up. That's an easy score right now for IX. 4 members of Full Send on the Rotom, but it looks like this is happening right now. We are fighting at Zapdos. The moves are being thrown out. We've got Unite moves coming down. Who is going to be able to get that secure? It is secured there by Full Send. And does it surprise you?
This is what the Full Send team competition is looking to do. We saw that Blastoise Unite move go off, throwing all of IX Gaming up in the air, giving Lucario the window they needed to easily secure. But this game is not over yet. We have a 20-point differential, and we have a team fight going on here on Full Send's base. I would not be surprised to see folks push off here and wait to see what the score update is at the 1 minute mark here in 20 seconds.
They're trying to take it home, and they do. Wow, this match is incredibly close. And now we can see what IX Gaming was setting up that entire time. They said, yeah, they're probably going to take down Zapdos right here. But if we score enough points early, and then we can peel away from this big fight, we'll still be in this game. And this one is incredibly close.
Something to note about the scores here. There's a 24-point difference, which tells IX Gaming they need to score. Had this score been even just 4 points closer, it would have been close battle, leaving both teams wondering who was in a favorable position.
Obviously, this puts Full Send in a great position because they know all they need to do is defend right here. They're not going to try to make any sneaky scores unless they want to continue to pad their score right now. And we've got a big fight ready to break out. 30 seconds left right here. Can IX Gaming get in here and score? Can they make a big KO? If Blissey just scores the 16 points it has, that will be enough.
Yeah, we see Blissey running around the edges looking for a score, and everybody on Full Send aware that this is the person they need to be watching. Score shield not enough here. No longer stacked with other shields. We have action going on in the bottom. OG almost gets in, but fails the last possible second. Full Send with the incredible defense to close this game out.
Wow, there were Pokemon there, and now there are just orbs. What happened?
The Eos energy was dropped as all of the Pokemon fell with it, and Full Send takes the first game here in our loser finals off of IX Gaming.
Wow, it really felt like both teams were playing the strategy that they wanted to.
What?
Wait, whoa, there was a score!
In the middle!
There was a score!
I missed it, Sprinkles! I guess don't call it until the final scoreboard is up. Rin must have dunked at the last possible second. He had 19 points in there.
We're going to head into game 2 right here. If IX is able to close this out, they are heading to the finals right now.
We see here IX Gaming yet again just sending a single player top. Same early split rotations on both. Can Absol get its dunk in? 6 points to Eos Energy does get in here. Big deal getting those attack weight stacks early for this Absol character.
Yeah, when you have a Pokemon that is stacking, it's so important. You will give up. You'll take a KO in a moment like this to see if you can get a second look at this. He's going to try to grab that 8-bomb right there, try to run back and score it. I love to see it.
We see Rin going a little bit deep here, perhaps, while they are 2-3, but Shadow Sneak allowing them to get out to safety there.
All right, and we do have Pika Diff still fighting over this. Ooh, very, very close. When those pounds come down, it's so easy for Blissey to take something.
I would like to direct you to Full Send's central area as we head on into these bees here, where Hoopa is present, looking to invade and pick up some of the experience. So kind of giving up these bees objectives, knowing that they're going to get to put their opposing center behind, as Retsu comes up to the top now, since there are 4 people present there for Full Send.
Ooh, unfortunately, Retsu not in a good position at all right there. I love the play. They were looking to steal something. It just did not work out. They ran right into a Screamion.
Yeah, just huge bursts of damage very quickly from this Sylveon, as we see OG trying to get out, but ultimately falling to the same fate here, as Lucario for Full Send is able to work on his attack weight stacks in that top path. And speaking of, this Absol is having a good time in the bottom. Many stacks and almost level 7 already.
Yeah, and look at that. Needs to use its eject button battle item to get away there. Very, very close. But yeah, this is a very different Absol from game 1. Absol did a lot in game 1, but it didn't get to have a lot of its stacks in early.
Yeah, we see here, now it's at that level 7 point. It's got a couple of points. We might see it dunk again as we see IX Gaming fully overload this bottom point, being 5-2 here, pushing up for these dunks and breaking the point. In fact, early, we often don't see this before these next B spawn out. And then we see Absol pushing up into these Dinos that have subsequently spawned here now as well.
Wow, I have to wonder what the thought process is there. I mean, I guess they don't want to continue letting everyone get some free experience there, but now Full Send has got their Adino spawning on the bottom, but positionally, they are behind a little bit here. It's going to be harder for them to get down to that bottom objective.
Yeah, the downside of needing your Hoopa portal to be further back here, like we see from Full Send, is a big deal. And IX Gaming has this point to retreat to should this Dreadnought fight not go their way. That being said, the Dreadnought is going gone, it looks like, here before Rin can even get there. Quickly deleted. Do not leave Full Send with an objective. It will not be there for long.
Yeah, that's kind of what Full Send's whole thing is, right? Aegislash coming in here and really tearing them up. However, a couple members of Full Send are back, and they are going to head back after that fight. 3 members of Full Send go down, 2 members of IX Gaming go down, so a little bit of a parity there.
I wonder if we're going to see them break this top point as well with this Rotom, given the choice. Giving the opposing team not 1, but 2 sets of catch-up on Dinos in terms of experience is a big hill to climb if you are not far ahead. And the fact that IX Gaming lost that first Dreadnought kind of means that they're going to be behind in terms of levels.
Big Unite move here from the Absol right now, just trying to clean this one up. It looks like it might be able to get the Lucario as well. If the Lucario doesn't stay, the Rotom goes in. But here we go. Celestial now saying, we're going to break this path. No, stopped by Hoopa.
Yeah, Absol, definitely a character that has some very polarized 1v1 matchups. We see it being so powerful into characters like Hoopa and Sylveon on Full Send team, but folding kind of like a wet paper bag against Blastoise spinning around.
And here we go. Aegislash jumping in right there, but able to use its wide guard to stay alive. And now it's going to re-engage with all of its boosted attacks here, possibly on this Blissey. Let's see.
We see Blastoise get that Bliss Unite, but ultimately still need to back up, getting minimal value from that really powerful resource that Bloodline could expend there, with OG completely popping off here and getting another knockout, and likely getting to dunk 40 points here without breaking this top path open.
Big moves right here. Looks like Absol's going to get that KO as well. No, Sylveon stopped it there in the center. We just have Pika Diff throwing some eggs there at Snow Point's going to go home and heal. And now we are going to see, geez, you wake up, you get hit in the face with an egg, and here come the Hoopa Unites.
Both teams have their Hoopas and can come on through these portals. The objective has not spawned yet. Will people be coming on through? IX Gaming is showing up in full here as opposed to pushing a point like they did previously. The objective goes down, and I believe Rin secures that with Aegislash's powerful Unite move that does an incredible amount of damage to things that are low on health.
Not only did they secure that Dreadnought, they secured a bunch of KOs right there. IX Gaming doing very well. And, you know, they set up an interesting situation. Full Send might have thought, hey, are they going to score again? What's the plan right here? IX took advantage of that, went in for a real big fight and won.
All right, we see Rotom being worked on here. This objective, nice to have for either team, but also not the end of the world if you don't get it. Aegislash getting a knockout there and looking like securing the objective as well. I believe this point is only at 7, which means if this Rotom walks in, it's just going to break the point. And this is one of the worst Rotoms you can kind of have. You get basically no value from it.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, a very small overdunk. It's nice to not have the goal there in some respects, but as we've mentioned many times, you give your opponents access to a lot of experience that it's going to be hard to take from them. So you have to wonder if it's the right play to break that goal. That being said, IX wants to score here. They want to be able to win even if Full Send takes that Zapdos, and they are ahead on points.
As we see a 100-point difference between these two teams, the question is going to be, can IX Gaming get a strong push in this mid-game to break a tier 2 like we saw in the first game, or will they be unable to accomplish that this time around?
Ren going for a 3v1 right here. However, it looks like Blastoise coming in with a Unite. We have a Unite move from Aegislash right here. Everything being cut up. There's the wide guard back into sword form. Slashing. Can it take down the Blissey? It can.
We see that incredible buildup of boosted attacks allow Aegislash to cut back and forth across this Blissey. Pika looking for a little bit of a back cap there, but being pushed off very quickly by Hoopa because Score Shield just ain't what she used to be.
Here we go. Dreadnought is up, and it looks like IX is going to be able to take this. Yeah, no one coming down here from Full Send. They're going to let IX have it. 40 seconds on the clock until our Zapdos right here. If IX puts it away, they're heading to the grand finals.
This is looking like a game where we're going to have a scaled up team fight on both sides, potentially, assuming Full Send doesn't just full flip the objective. We see 3 level 13s for Full Send. We see 2 level 13s and a 14 for IX Gaming. That is a very late Lucario Unite, and Bulby goes down as well in addition to using their Unite move.
Wow, this is not good for Full Send. We saw their team name means they send their full bodies at the Zapdos. Let's see if they decide to do that right here. Zapdos spawning in 1 second. We've got the Hoopa Unites coming out, damage being thrown on it, but it looks like, okay, here come the Unite moves from the Lucario. Can it get this secure? It is secured by IX Gaming. The Hoopa for IX secures it. They didn't even need to run and score, but they did. And now this game, oh boy, Full Send's in trouble here.
Full Send gets a free 100 points in here and perhaps even another 45, but Aegislash for IX Gaming is likely going to get this 100-point dunk. And no, they're not even getting another one in. It is noteworthy here that IX does have an outside point top, so another 100 points or so can go in there, but they need way more than just 100 points to win this game.
Boy, Full Send right now might be seeing their tournament slip away from them. Your grand finals champion from Eos might be taken out here by the new IX Gaming. They're in such a good position. This could be a really big KO. Absol trying to clean this up. Absol and Blissey do. Boy, this is tough.
I think this game was already likely over for Full Send. I know I counted it out a little bit early last game, but I think IX has a firm lead this time around, and with the Blissey still on respawn timer until 45 seconds left of the game, they are just not going to have time to get across the map.
This could be a nice KO, but they are not able to secure it right here. Just waiting for him. Aegislash there saying, come on back. I'm going to put up the shield.
Yeah, I think Rin is padding some damage stats here on their way out the door. Even if everyone on full send side deposit there's Eos energy at this point, they're still going to be behind here. Oh, there's a Hoopa portal.
We've got a little something happening here, Jeff. They're trying, they're fighting right here. You've got to fight. Their tournament is on the line for full send, but it doesn't look like they are able to make this happen. Blastoise able to score 6, but that is woefully not enough.
Yeah, very, very commanding game from IX Gaming. Had just a little bit ahead, pushing their point advantage early. Full Send did what Full Send tends to do best, which is try and flip that objective. But ultimately, Bulby, their Lucario, being down meant that they were behind in that flip situation. They lost it likely because of that.
You know, it's interesting. IX didn't put a ton of resources into taking down that Zapdos, but